and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are still working on Henry VI, Part 3, and today we get to hear from Queen Margaret again in Act 3, Scene 3. So, War of the Roses is still raging on. Edward, the Duke of York, former Duke of York's son, who became the Duke of York, is now calling himself King Edward, and he's holding court as if he were king. Meanwhile, Warwick has gone to France to ask for Lady Bona's hand, Lady Bona being the sister of King Louis XI of France. And Queen Margaret has also gone to France to plead with King Louis to help him reinstall Henry as the king in England. And in Act 3, Scene 2, just important thing to note, Edward has propositioned Lady Grey and said that he will make her queen. So Warwick doesn't know any of this, and he's still going to France to try to get Lady Bona to be the queen. Queen Margaret yesterday came in and was talking to the king, and she was like, but this is my son, and my son should get to be king, and blah, all this stuff. She's pleading with the French king for her side, and he's basically on her side and said, you know, I'll give you whatever you need, until Warwick storms in, and he's like, Your Majesty, I am here to ask for your sister's hand for the king in England so that we can reunite our kingdoms. And Queen Margaret jumps in and says, King Louis and Lady Bona, hear me speak before you answer Warwick. His demand springs not from Edward's well-meant honest love, but from deceit bred by necessity. For how can tyrants safely govern home unless abroad they purchase great alliance? To prove him tyrant, this reason may suffice, that Henry liveth still. But were he dead, yet here Prince Edward stands, King Henry's son. Look, therefore, Louis, that by this league and marriage thou draw not on thy danger and dishonor. For though usurpers sway the rule a while, yet heavens are just, and time suppresseth wrongs. So she tries to cut off Warwick before he can actually make his case and say, look, no, he's here representing a false king. The true king is my son Edward, not his friend Edward. So the king, King Louis, Margaret and Warwick have a little verbal spat, and King Louis finally takes Warwick aside and says, okay, you know, everybody over there, hush, I need to chat with Warwick for a minute. Warwick, what kind of man is King Edward? Is he worthy? Is he honorable? And of course Warwick is like, yes, he's worthy, he's honorable. And then finally they decide to ask Lady Bona if she even wants to get married to King Edward, and she's like, I'll do whatever you tell me to do. So they say, okay, Lady Bona, you go back to England and marry King Edward. And you think Queen Margaret's happy with that? We'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow what happens once they decide that Lady Bona should go marry Edward of England. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.